Hey, we're gonna hit you with the bars real quick. Hey, quarantine life, but my flow still sick. If I had a maid, I have a make you lemonade. And I don't need to get laid, so don't be afraid. Girl, I get paid, but I'm in pain. Kinda like Wayne, first name Bruce. Where the hell's that made with the goddamn juice? Every day's the same, deja vu. Bring in the wine, yeah, bring in the Zans. Pump up my songs, yeah, let's do a dance. You the kind of girl that made me cancel my plans. You the only girl that let her pay for OnlyFans. Driving. Good morning, or whatever time it is for you. Highly anticipated episode here. Solo episode. I say it's highly anticipated, but I did a poll a couple of weeks ago or something, and I was like, what do you want, a guest or solo episode? And the guest votes won. So thanks a lot, guys. Really shows your true fucking colors. And there was maybe a couple of people like, we want solo. I'm tired of these fucking guests. I don't listen to the show unless there's guests. Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you why I have guests. And before I say anything, if you hear my cat crying, don't call PETA or anything. It's 7 a.m. He is an automatic feeder, and the countdown is minutes until he gets his food, and I'm just not going to budge. So if you hear something that sounds like it's getting abused, I'm here to just, it's okay. I'm here to remind you I'm a good person. I think guests are a good idea because it helps me develop as a person. It helps me kill my ego. It helps me try to not be so closed-minded. It helps me, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I get along with people, and it's fun. It's fun to get along with people. But also, by the way, speaking of people I get along with, Xavier Bronson, shout out to him. I think he was 2 episodes ago. I need to apologize for my last 2 guests. I need to apologize to Xavier Bronson. I need to apologize to Mr. DJ No Chill. The audio for those episodes are not as clear and beautiful as this episode is. And not because it's just a solo episode. It's just because we were trying something new. And that is my mistake, to try out a new microphone with guests. You shouldn't do that. Well, I did. Well, I kind of somewhat tried it by myself with just my girl in person, but I guess I hope they don't take disrespect, and I'm sure they don't. I just want to put that on the air. Another thing that I want to put on the air, I feel that people haven't really completely understood. If you're new here, a lot of people have kind of been talking about this podcast seems like a manifesto. And I just want to clear the air. I just want to say it on record that this is a manifesto. That's exactly what it is. If you Google manifesto, if you Google the definition, and I did it. I did it this morning around 4 a.m. What the definite, because when I think of manifesto, I think of something that somebody writes down before they do some heinous act, which is, that can categorize as it. But really, first thing here that the Google brings up, out of 143 million results, the very first thing here, plastered on the front of Google here, so that's how you know it's true. Dude, I believe in Google more than I believe in the Bible, all right? I don't know what the fuck manifesto means in the Bible, if they even have a page about manifesto, but shit's right here. It's it's a majority vote. Everybody could vote on if this is the wrong definition for manifesto, something's going to happen. A couple of bills are going to get passed, and we fix it. So the definition here, it's a noun. It's a person, place, or thing. All right. A manifesto, a public declaration of policy and aims, especially one issued before an election by a political party or a candidate. What is manifesto in simple terms? Here we go. A written statement. Well, see, here we go. I haven't written fucking shit. All right. I just want to keep it on it. The only thing that I'm planning before when I get on this podcast and I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, because I'm expressing my freedom of speech, something that is going away. The only event that is going to take place from these manifestos, these suicide logs, is stand-up comedy shows. Or just like, nothing. I'm not going to do no fucking crimes. I am afraid of that. I've been watching a lot of dude, I just rewatched something yesterday about the goat of mass shooters. This dude up in Norway. I'm not going to get too much into the story. He killed like 70 fucking people, and like 60 of them were minors or something like that. Crazy story. You guys should look into it. I heard something if you know what I'm talking, if you know, you know. I don't want to break it down too much. I only have so much time here. There's this dude who he bombed a government building and then basically used a government building bombing as a distraction. So while he did that, or once people were dealing with the bombing, he drove 20 miles and dressed as a police officer, went to an island. It was like a youth camp island, and he fucking slaughtered tons of people. I was watching the video and I couldn't finish it because half of the video was like, yeah, his victim was so-and-so years old. They died from gunshot wounds to the head. He was shot 3 times in the chest and the head. I'm like, all right, why did you have to go through every single person who died and say they died from gunshot wounds? Oh, no shit, they fucking died from gunshot wounds to the head. Anyways, the crazy thing about this story, so I heard this story a couple of years ago. This happened in 2011. Here I am giving more and more details about the story when I was like, I'm going to just slightly glaze over it. But 2 things. So when I heard the story a couple of years ago, I heard that the prison system in Norway is not that bad. I heard that he had video games. They're treating it like a college dorm, and there's no life sentence. You get 21 years, then after every 21 years, you get renewed. So I think they're just going to keep renewing this guy. But from what the story that I heard yesterday is that he's in solitary confinement. So they've got this guy in solitary confinement for many years. I don't think he has maybe he has remorse, or I don't think he has regret. He's always talking about it had to have happened. I don't know. Weird fella. And so also I heard yesterday, see, I thought it was a religious thing. I thought he had religious motives. But in the documentary that I saw yesterday, I wasn't really quite sure on why he did what he did. I knew he was intelligent. He made a lot of money off stocks. Sorry, having a sip of some coffee, world famous coffee. And what else? I found something out yesterday that was new to me. Solitary confinement. Oh yeah. He tried suing the prison system for like mistreating him. I'm like, bro, you killed 70 fucking people. I feel like you deserve any of the mistreatment that you get. So, that's what's fresh in my mind. Yes, this podcast is a manifesto, but it's a manifesto in a positive way. And a lot of I've been doing some reflecting. I was on some podcasts. I've been hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. Work was calling. A lot of bullshit. My fucking, and then while I was on the phone, I took a massive shit. And my asshole hurts. It's on fire. You ever eat hot Cheetos and you've got that burning sensation in your mouth, like that aftertaste of flaming hot Cheetos? I have that in my asshole. That occasionally happens. I had some tacos yesterday, some really good tacos, put the red sauce on them, and now it just feels like it really stings. And it kind of put me out of the mood to do this podcast. And now that I took that call that killed 20 minutes, and I'm working from home today, but now they want me to go out. And so, yeah, I might have to just cut this short. and come back later tonight or something. The old me would just kind of complain about this and be like, fucking, fucking so much is going on. I can't get a break. I need to woosah. But now maybe it's me. Maybe I need to do things better. But you know what? I've been up since 4 in the fucking morning. So I think there's only so much I can fucking do before it's out of my fucking hands. And I just want to say that I am forever grateful for everything that has been going on. I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining, even though I definitely am. And let's just cover this manifesto thing real quick. This is, I don't know. There's got to be an episode somewhere in there where I'm like, the views of the host and all the guests in this podcast do not reflect the companies that we blah 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 blah. This is all just for humor purposes only. The category that this podcast is under the category comedy. So I'm hoping you're having a jolly old time listening to me stress the fuck out, dude. And one of my biggest goals is to just not want anymore. At this point I'm just entertaining myself. All these fucking these podcasts and these stand-up clips and the trying to I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but it's somewhat working. So maybe one day I'm gonna really know what the fuck I'm doing, and it's really gonna be working. I don't even know what working means. I don't even know. I don't even know what. This is what my network was as a comedian the past 2 weeks. I made $7 for a guest spot for 5 minutes. So basically, I was at $1 an hour. So if you wanna, but I only had one gig that paid. I had another gig that was, technically supposed to maybe pay, but I'm not gonna, at this, I don't think beggars can be choosers at this point. So I'm not going to be mad at somebody for not paying me. If they pay me, they pay me. But at this rate, I am making over $60 an hour, quite well over $60 an hour as a stand-up comedian, if you really think about it. Because I did like 6 to 7, I think I did 7 minutes. Yeah, I did 7 minutes. No, I make $60 an hour as a comedian. No benefits. I made $7 for 7 minutes. I make $1 a minute. So if you want to hire me to be a comedian, I charge $1 a minute. I charge $1 a minute. Now, yeah. One time I made $2 a minute, so I was making $120 an hour as a comedian at one point. I don't know what happened. I downgraded. Yeah, one time I made $20 to $25 for a 10-minute set. Very interesting. Just last night they hit me up. Mr. Josh Means. Mr. Josh Means runs the roast battle for Bay Area roast battle. And he hit me up. He asked me if I wanted a battle. I said I was down. He left me on red. And I asked him, who would my opponent be? And I don't know if this opponent will be somebody who I somewhat called out or whatever, or if it's just going to be a totally random person who I've never met before. Either way, I'm fucking down, dude. We're going to improve this record after a very hard fought split decision win over the world famous Big Al. I might get a real challenge, man. Might get a serious challenge. I barely scathed away from Big Al, and looking to improve to 2-0 in roast battling. So there we go. Kind of lost my train of thought when I got that phone call. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but all I know is that I've got a lot going on. A lot. And let's just start with this morning. I woke up, I was hungry, but after being hungry for a little bit, I felt like I had to take a shit. You ever have that? You ever feel hungry and feel like you have to take a shit at the same time? So that's what was going on with me this morning, and I decided to go the route of we're still gonna eat. The feeling of hunger was overbearing the feeling of needing to take a shit. So we did that. I ate. I had coffee. I had toast. I had turkey bacon, and then got on this podcast. Now I have an asshole fucking on fire. Now this is something that I want to share with you guys that has been in my fucking mind for about 2.5 days. So you guys know what UK drill rap is? So I don't know. I'm not too into it, but I humor it. It was funny, and I was playing it to my friend. I was like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna drop top, but I buy a crop top. Yeah. So I'm thinking about making a drill rap, like a little parody. Yeah, for real, seriously, yeah. We going on, I'm gonna stab you, cause we don't have no Glocks in the UK. Half the same with the weekend. I don't want in town on the weekday. Half man in the can be defeated. Let the popsicles on a Sunday. It don't rake the little fog in the one day. We done 15. I'm mass on the coast and loopy. I'll bet you it's just a sweet time. I just don't rap with the switchblade. You don't want to talk to the beat then. I don't want to call in the beat day. 21 savages in the rain. You will never catch me in a zing. Eat some fish and chips with my. Eat some fish and chips with my. We going to crazy learn you that. Turn the fan on, it's about to get foggy and I'm ready to bean. I don't mean like king and teen and bean and king and bean. Yeah, you know me, I'm an Eminem of bean Eminem. Sounds like fucking sound like Eminem, but if I was in the UK, I would have been dead. UK Eminem, baby, I'm the kingpin. Pow, hit with the shotgun, but the shotgun be shooting knives because there ain't no guns allowed in the UK. People think in the gunplay. Tuck that in from the UK. I'm from the UK, you know, no gunplay. Drop that, tuck, pop, with the pep in the grab pipe. Pop. It's the popcorn at the movie theaters. We're gonna watch the birthday time. Yeah, so we're gonna work on that. I mean, there wasn't really much words involved in that, but we're gonna get it going. So I gotta go. I'm gonna check back in with you guys later. Okay, bye. Would you look at that? It's 24 hours lately. 24 hours lately? 24 hours later. What the fuck is wrong with me? This is already not going good. This is not. I thought I'd wake up a little bit earlier to get this done. I only have 15-20 minutes on me. And I don't know if I'm going to come back later tonight again. I don't even know. This is not a good idea. What's the day today? Today is the 25th. And listen to this. That's me eating. I'm eating. I'm drinking coffee. I'm podcasting like a true American. And you know what today is? Today marks 2 months since I made this video on YouTube about accepting my hair loss. And today I kind of want to make a video on that. I kind of want to make an update. They say your hair is supposed to grow half an inch every month. So supposedly my hair is supposed to have been an inch longer from when that video was taken. Do I see it? Let me take my hat off. I'm wearing a hat. Let me see if I I don't know. I don't think it's grown an inch. It might have been a little less. It might have been just a half an inch. I do remember saying you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. Somebody was telling me, yeah, I wash my hair like a month, once a month or something. Because he was saying every time you wash your hair, all that months of progress goes down the fucking drain, literally. Because you lose more hair when you wash your hair. Who knows? I had this Egyptian coworker, and he was talking about how he had long, luscious hair, but now he's bald. And he was talking about yes, the reason why I'm losing my hair is the water out here. And I was telling my other Muslim friend, he's not from Egypt, he's from Afghanistan, but you know, bird's eye, at first glance, they kind of look the same. They're kind of the same. I was telling my buddy about it. He's like, yeah, all Egyptians are fucking full of it. And it's like, yeah, sure it was. Sure it was the water. It's not the fucking, not your age and your fucking stress, huh? And it's like, narcissistic people always have to blame other things. They never blame themselves. I was talking about that a little bit with my buddy, and I wish we kind of got more into it, but we can get into it on the podcast more. I think that's something that's, I feel like this is just the most narcissistic thing is talking about, yeah, I don't think I'm narcissistic because I own up to my mistakes, so I can't be. One of my non-narcissistic qualities is that, I think I take responsibility for if I fuck up. Like when I fucked up World of Beer. World of Beer is a open mic. Well, it's a franchise. It's like a Buffalo Wild Wings type franchise. Why am I talking about this again? What else was going on? Yeah, he came up to me yesterday and was all like, "Hey, Marconi, you like UFC? How about my boys?" Talking about the Russian Muslims, and I was like telling my other Muslim buddy about it because my Muslim buddy's all about wrestling and stuff like that. Literally trains with one of the fucking Magomedovs and says they're the best person in the whole fucking room, out in Sacramento area. And my buddy, my old balding Egyptian, I don't want to call him a buddy. I feel like he doesn't fucking like me, and I don't want to be buddies with people who don't like me. It's over, man. Once they get the grip, it's over. And I was like, yeah, man, the wrestling's really good. And then, like, as I was driving home, I thought about that. I was like, bruh, Islam won with a fucking head kick. Fuck are you talking? Once they get the grip, it's over. He hit him with a fucking head kick, and then now I'm driving home thinking about, I wonder if he knows that, and he's just judging me, thinking I'm an idiot. So that's probably the biggest issue of the week for me right now. Is that? That's probably like the biggest thing. That's like, man, what the fuck? And the number two thing that I think that's kind of weighing on my mind is this roast battle. I'm supposed to be roast battling tomorrow, or they offered me a roast battle tomorrow. 2 days ago, Josh Means. I'm not bad talking Mr. Josh Means. But he's like, would you like to roast battle? I said, yeah, I'm down. Thank you. Who would be my opponent? Left me on red. Next morning, I said, good morning, Mr. Means. I didn't even mention anything about like wanting an opponent or anything. I was like, do you still need me? And he said, I'll send you an opponent in the afternoon. Afternoon rolls by, literally 12 o'clock. I'm like, maybe he meant like late noonish, maybe like 5. 8 p.m. I'm like, all right. maybe it's the next day he'll tell me. Or what I'm expecting is he's going to create a giant group message last minute and throw everybody's names on there, and then I'll figure out who I'm roast battling. For some reason, these are like the top 3 to 4 people who I think, because sometimes they make people roast battle who completely don't know each other, which I'm all right to do. Honestly, at this point, I'm game for fucking anything. Anytime, any place. I don't want to be a fucking person. I need 2 weeks to prepare for those roast battle. Shut the fuck up. What? Give me a roast battle. I'll come up with 5 jokes in 30 minutes. Fuck it. And so all I need is 30 minutes. Can I at least have that? 30 minutes to write jokes. How about that? What was I talking about? Roast battle and who I think it might be. These are the top whatever people. I think it might be Jacob Blazer, because I kind of called him out on the Facebook. Jacob Blazer, Shining, because Shining, I don't know, she just liked my shit, so I felt like, yeah, I'll roast battle her. Jared Senna. So those are the three. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's more in my head who I think. Maybe DJ No Chill. But I feel like he would have like got to me about that. I don't know. Because I don't know if that part got cut off on the last episode here. That we were supposed to roast battle each other. Yeah, that's what got cut off. And that was probably like the most awkward thing of the whole podcast, is that we kind of like shared what our jokes would be for each other if we were to roast battle each other. And I said he seemed like he did not like this joke. I was like, you look like Buddha if Buddha was doing blackface. And then he said something about my mustache. And that's about it. And then I was like, yeah, let's end this podcast before we start fucking hating each other over roast battling. Yeah, geez, this is gonna be a short podcast. I do have something to do. And maybe I'll check back in. I don't know. A part of me. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Everything's blowing up. It's 7:43. Hold on. Business. Yeah, I'm busy, man. I'm busy. I feel like you guys deserve more than just 26 minutes. So we're gonna cut this back on. Third time's a charm again. Hopefully tonight, if I get my shit. It's my fault. I'll take response. It's nobody's fault but my own. I should have got up a couple of minutes earlier for you guys. At least 25 minutes earlier. That's my fault. I didn't get out of bed until around 7-ish. I relapsed. I watched some porn this morning. I relapsed. The last time I watched porn, besides this morning's incident, was yesterday morning. But I still got my shit together. And yeah. Seriously, for real. I got that song. I still have that other song that I wrote. I've been writing rap since I was just about a Honda. I done grown up, y'all so worried about that drama. I'm a good and bad guy like Obama. I fuck with the Mexicans, I'll eat her piñata, bañata. Mañana is always just a day away. A minute, then I step back like an NBA fadeaway. I got these lyrics here, I think. Let me pull it up. I don't even know where the beat would be, actually. Low stress equals less success. Low stress equals less success. We got the bow and arrow signs with extended clips. God is good. Ah, here it is. I found it. I was writing rap since I was just about a Honda. I done grown up, y'all so worried about that drama. I'm a good and bad guy like Obama. I fuck with the Mexicans, I'll beat her piñata, mañana. It's always just a day away. A minute, then I step back like an NBA fadeaway. I'm looking in my brain with all these pictures on its walls, wondering when's the last time I'ma smile before I fall. The 1% depressed because we can't have it all. Yeah, we ballin' in this generational debt. These TikToks or Bangkoks taking over the news yet. I work hard and work hard. I work hard and work hard and still don't have a Corvette. And still no Corvette. I work hard and still no Corvette. Wow, I don't even remember writing that part down. Yeah, a Corvette is kind of a car that I've always wanted. And I think one rap that's somewhere floating on the internet that is not my YouTube account. I'm actually very embarrassed about that cipher, so I don't do it. All right, I don't promote it. And I think I was like, I'm in a black and red Corvette. Girl, you get your money on the internet. And then I rhyme a little bit more, but I forgot. Yeah, but that shit. I've always wanted a Corvette. They like to say the Corvette is the rich poor man's car. You know, it's like the car that people get when they first start getting money. And you ever see me pull up to a comedy club in a Corvette? That's how you know I just got some money. I am having the time of my life with you guys. It's literally the highlight of my day so far. Well, I did jack off. Wow, that kind of has me thinking. You know, nothing's better than busting a fucking nut, right? And I just had this realization of, man, I'm having more fun. It's spread out. An orgasm only lasts a couple of seconds. And the process of getting to that orgasm, it's fun. It's fun, but it's not really it's not really we're not getting anywhere. We're just getting to the orgasm. Nothing better than busting a fat nut and just taking a nap. But I feel like it would feel so much better to bust that nut if I knew I had a Corvette, because it signifies that I got money. Sometimes, because I'm poor, sometimes, you bust a nut and you'll just, you'll have that, moment of clarity for a little bit, and then 5 minutes goes by and you're like, fuck, I need gas. You're like, fuck, I'm hungry, fuck. You got shit to do. I mean, of course, if you have money, you're hungry. But it's like more of a, I don't know, dude, if you have a Corvette, it's like a longer lasting orgasm. You know what I mean? Success is like a longer lasting orgasm. And I have to go. I have so much to say. I'm starting to flow. I messed the first word. What did I say when I got on here? Lately? I don't know. I messed a word up when I first got up in here. I've been messing up a little bit more words, but I'm also chewing. I'm also eating, drinking, doing a lot of things. There's that narcissism in me, making excuses. Because if I was really a fucking pro at this, I wouldn't be messing my words up. Eating and drinking wouldn't be a fucking issue for me. It's not like I've been doing this for 289 different episodes. I will say 289 episodes of podcasts has definitely made me a better communicator, a better public speaker, just an overall better person. And that's why I fucking love this podcast, man. I love you guys. I love the feedback. I like making people laugh. Things on accident. I remember when I was first starting, like 1 or 2 episodes, I was sending them out to people. It's like, what do you think was the most funniest thing of this episode? And people would be like, oh yeah, I liked when you were talking about I liked when you were talking about Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I was like, damn. It wasn't even a joke I wrote or anything. I just was sharing my opinion. But I have to get out of here. I'm so sorry. But I'll be right back. Hopefully tonight. Bye. It has been 3 days of working on this podcast. And I think this is the longest I've ever spent working on a single episode. So it just, I mean, if you've stayed this long for the past 30 minutes to listen to my bullshit, I just want to close off here with the last couple of minutes we've got for this horrible episode. I don't know. We did the UK drill rap and I came back. I don't know what I talked about yesterday. And today is the 26th. Oh yeah, they finally gave me an opponent for the roast battle. Her name is Courtney Ann Oldman. She's old, so I just kind of have a bunch of old people jokes for her. I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'll podcast log on the way over there or something and come up with some thoughts. And now that I think about it, I don't know if I'm supposed to come up with 4 or 5 jokes, and I feel like I only have 3 or 4. So I don't know, kind of a last minute thing. So just gonna work on that. I don't think anybody really knows who this lady is, who I'm battling. It's another old artist. So, I think I'm just going to try to stay away from like facts about her. I did a little bit of Facebook stalking. She got hit by a train head on with a car when she was like a teenager. So that's interesting. She's into birds, particularly ducks. And I don't know. There's something in there. There's something to work about in there. But all I've got is a bunch of old people jokes, really, and maybe like one joke about being white and old, but that's really it. So we'll see. We'll see. And that's it for that. I don't really want to. We'll figure it out, man. It's just but I have a feeling I'll be 2-0. 2-0 coming into this battle, but maybe I should take it a little bit more serious. Okay, this is what's confusing me. This is actually something that I want to put out there in the world. I don't know, man. Something about how I'm feeling. Things just don't seem good. You know, you got the whole Middle East conflict that I ranted about maybe like 3 episodes ago, whatever. Maybe I seemed a little insensitive about it. But I just kind of wanted to be real. It's just like, well, what am I going to do? You know? I'm hearing McDonald's supports Israel, and that's why they're giving away free French fries. Starbucks supports Israel. They're giving away free somethings. And everybody, okay, yeah, that'll really stick it to them. Stop getting the free French fries, huh? I don't know. It just seems like a hole that's been dug so deep there's no way you're climbing out of it. But something happened last night. There was a mass shooting. I think like 80 people got shot at and 22 people confirmed dead, and the mass shooter is still at large. And I don't see anybody I know talking about it. It's only specifically on the social media app called X, formerly Twitter. And yeah, there's a lot of confusion, man. They like posted pictures of the guy. And there's a lot of misinformation, man. This is really interesting. I don't know if this is just like a tactic to try and bring down like mass shootings. I don't know what's going on, and it doesn't seem like the people in charge know what's going on either. But what's new, right? And so, yeah, this is very interesting. I just keep scrolling, trying to find information on this mass shooting, and I'm kind of like catching myself, like, why do I care so much? You know, maybe it's best that we keep the media out of this. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Of course, we want the violence to be at a minimum as possible. Wow, my cat just watched the sunrise. So it's 7:23, and it stays dark a little bit later than usual. We don't turn the clocks back. This is something that we voted for. I mean, out here in California, I feel like we were one of the few states that actually did like daylight savings. Oh, look at that. Look at that. My mom just texted me about the mass shooting in Maine. Talking about So I'm just texting my mom, like, I heard they haven't caught the guy yet. I heard they haven't caught him. It's very weird. I don't know what to tell my mom about this. Wow, my cat just watched the sunrise. Please excuse me. I know I've been excused like 3-4 times in this episode, but I have my life to get to, and I I want to apologize for not getting it together for the 30 people that are probably gonna listen to this episode. It's just really cool that my cat's about to probably cry. Hey, was the sunrise good? Come here. Was the sunrise cool? Come on. Was the sunrise cool, buddy? My cat watched the sunrise. You watch the sunrise? You have 5 minutes until your food's ready. You've been listening to my cat cry for 3 days about where's my food? Where's my food? It's gonna come in 5 minutes, buddy. So, yeah, mass shooter. And this is my theory. I'm not so sure. I want to know what you guys think about it. I feel like this isn't getting as much press because everybody's desensitized, of course. Hold on, buddy. Of course, everybody's desensitized. And also, you know what else is going on? The shit in the Middle East. So I just feel like some people are like, man, that's rookie numbers compared to what's going on. Let's see. My mom said, yes, they're hunting him. The people there in Maine are in shelter in place. Most business and schools are closed. So scary. And this guy is apparently, he was in the military, and he was, it's the classic story of what's going on, of like, they had mental health problems. I think they had PTSD from when they were in the military. And I know, Benny, it's so fascinating what's going on with this story. And I think it was like 44 or something like that. And it's just I don't know, man. We've had a gun problem in this country for a very long time. And it doesn't seem like we're making progress, right? I'm 29, man. I'm old enough. I remember doing reports about this in college when I was 18. And it seems like, what has changed? I feel like this country has definitely became more pro-gun. I think, at least in my experience with people. And I live in California. You would think we're anti-gun. Just, you know what it is? The laws are anti-gun. I'm saying it from somebody from California, at least with my peers. Just our government, our counties, whoever's in charge are the ones who are, we live in a democratic state. But I think the people, because I don't believe in voting. I don't fucking vote. Do you know what I mean? The only thing, actually, coincidentally, that I gave a shit about when it came to voting was getting rid of daylight savings. And I didn't even vote for that. I just told the people who were voting, like, yeah, please, yeah, vote on that for me. And that was back in, like, 2016. So it took, like, fucking 7 years for it to finally pass and, like, go into. So even if we do make, like, a law against guns or whatever, if we there's no way we're banning guns in this country, okay? And I don't mean that in a pro-gun way, like they're gonna take the gun. No, it's just I'm being realistic. Yeah, good luck taking all the fucking guns, dude. And where I stand with guns is I don't. Man, I wrote a report, like I said, and it was like 17 pages long. And by the end of the report, I wasn't sure if I was for or against guns. And then my buddy told me, I think that was the point of the assignment, to get us to be like, I don't know. It's definitely a mental health issue. I guess there just needs to be stricter restrictions. Say that 17 times. Stricter restrictions on getting it, It just seems the other weekend there was like teenagers shooting each other. So it's like, dude, like let's say you're a criminal. Like let's say you already have a felony on your record or whatever, and you're you're still able to be a civilian and away from jail, and you really wanted a gun, you'd find it, man. You know, and nowadays, people are 3D printing guns and stuff like that. This is going to be a real problem. I think the problem's just going to get worse. I don't know, man. What would you rather have? War? Straight up war, other countries trying to invade, air striking us, bombing us, you know, just running into our fucking neighborhoods, having firefights with everybody? Or would you rather just, you know, not fear other countries, but fear our own people? I think that's the conflict. That's you know, we have you know, I mean, like I said, the stereotypical crazy incel type of guy. Of course, you get worried, but some of these mass shooters, some of these people that do these heinous things in this country are like, they come off as normal. And that's the scary thing. You never know. That's the thing about this country. You never know who the fuck is out of their goddamn mind. And I think in other countries where things are a little bit more strict, the civilians, the common man, the people are, it feels like there's a little bit more unity in those places. Sure, it's not safe for them, you know. I don't know. It's like, what would you rather have? I personally think it's working out better here. It's not a good thing, you know. It's not good that what's going on and stuff like that. But I'd rather have. It's like the lottery, man. Yeah. Sometimes I think about that. Do you think you're more likely to win the lottery or get caught up in a mass shooting? That's how every day I think of it as a lottery of like, this might happen. And that's with everything, not just like mass shootings. It could just be a car accident, whatever. Every day, it's a lottery ticket for you to die. And I saw once there was like this crazy conspiracy theory that the lottery is rigged because a lot of the winners are from California. And like if you break it down, it's like really unlikely to have this many California winners. So I got to start buying these tickets, boy. I remember when Kanye dropped an album, when he was all about God this, God that. Because I don't really buy lottery tickets. I probably bought like less than 10 lottery tickets my whole life, and handful of like scratchers and shit like that. But those, you know what happened with those? We go from mass shootings to like playing the lottery. I don't know. So I don't know how old you can be to buy lottery tickets. Is it 18, 21? I know it changed. I know like the laws for smoking change and stuff, but I don't know about like buying lottery tickets. But I remember when I first started buying lottery tickets with my own hard-earned money, I would write down like how much money I spent. And like I would like do the math and if I ever broke even or whatever, if I made money. And like I never made money. I don't even want to say I suck at scratchers because there's no fucking skill involved. But you know, I bought quite a few scratchers, and then I think by the time I got to like $50 or $80, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this shit. This isn't fun. I'm not doing this shit. I think it was like one time I won like $5, but it's like I spent $20 to get to the fucking 5, you know? And that's what, I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast. My grandma, the only family member I've had on this podcast, she gambled a lot. There was a lot, I don't know how much I could get into it, but basically like, there'd be times she'd win like 15 grand from the slots or something like that. And my grandma would call my dad and she'd be like, pick me up before I spend it all. So my dad picks my grandma up, 15 grand, and then cousins would get $1,000, parents would get a couple hundred, whatever. And my dad, I always remembered my dad never really fully got excited when my grandma would win big, quote unquote big, like 15 to 10K. There was like a handful of times, there's probably like 5 times where my grandma was like calling my dad, like, I won big, pick me up. But my dad would just be like, well, at what cost? You know, that's why my dad is like, you spent like millions to get here. So, yeah. See, it's like if you lived in fucking a third world country, like, the lottery is living, really. That's what it is. Getting out of your situation. Here, it's just like, I just hope I can live long and sustain and not get caught up in some shit, you know? And, that's all I really gotta say there on that subject. We've got about 9 minutes left here, and, yeah, there's just a lot weighing on my mind. I feel a little bit of secondhand guilt, of living my life. It's not as fun being at the top. It's lonely at the top. It's not really fun. Horrible things are happening in the world, and here I am. It's like, let's do a roast battle. It's a privilege. It's an honor to be able to just be doing that. This crap in the first place that nobody gives a shit about, which I'm not saying in an angry way. I'm more angry at myself sometimes. For just, it just seems so disgusting to want to be an entertainer. It really does. And I'm ashamed that certain points in my life I wanted to. You know, I'm not proud of it, but I feel good at least just knowing it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it would just be really sad if, and I see it with certain people, certain other comedians or something, people that are just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's their only way of getting high, I guess. So it's like you're straight edge, but sometimes it's just like, smoke a fucking blunt, dude. Who gives a shit? Like, really? Like, you're gonna, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird, and sometimes and I was talking to my girl a little bit about this yesterday. Sometimes I just wish, like, my big goal in comedy sometimes is to just not get the itch for comedy, because I feel like I would be fulfilled with my life and satisfied if I didn't want attention. And I didn't. Sometimes it's not about attention. It's more of like getting my thoughts validated. But I guess that's attention in a way. I just, man, how do I unpack this? I always kind of knew I was a little bit of a weirdo, you know? But I guess it kind of, I guess I just felt a little misunderstood. And instead of looking back and reflecting on myself, I would get mad at others because I just felt so much higher than people or better than them that I thought I had good points, and I felt like people were dumb for having a joke go over their head or just them being offended. And I just had this way of thinking about people like, geez, what a sad life to live, to be so offended or something. And now I just, it's just a weird world. Like, I don't want to be, part of the problem, if that makes sense. I think I have this, I know for sure if everybody lived how I live my life, the world would not be a good place. I think I feel very guilty about my carbon footprint, how wasteful I am. And I'm pretty normal, you know, people waste more than me, but even just like me on a small scale, just, I don't know. Americans. I think I said to Matthias, you think if the whole, like, how do you think the whole world would be if we all acted like Americans? And that's just what's really been going on in my head this past month, I guess, since I brought it up with one of the guests, and I'm just kind of thinking about it now. I'm just, I don't think I'm lost. I don't think I lack purpose. I think I have a purpose. It's just more of like, am I, does the purpose matter? Am I making a real difference? And I guess that's just where I feel kind of, where I'm lacking in my importance in the world. There's still a part of me. I don't know, everything I've been saying kind of does sound a little like suicidal or kind of nihilistic, but I am conflicted a little bit right now with just how much of an impact I can really make and how much my impact really matters. That's what I'm struggling with today. And it's just bringing things up that are going on in the world. And I got to go to work and stuff like that. I help the community in that way. And just trying to be a good person, just going out there, I guess. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. I think I need to have more of an attitude of like, if I gave somebody a smile today, at least, you never know how far that could go. I made a video last night about my fucking hair and losing it. I'm just thinking about people are losing their fucking lives and family members, and I'm over here worried about losing my hair. It's just, it really doesn't fucking matter. Oh man, I don't know if I well, I mean, if you went to like high school, you know me from a young age. Dude, how about that Adam 22 video with his fucking wife about to get gang banged by how many men was that? Like 6 or 7 men, and one of them is a boy that I went to, a boy, not in a racial term, but is a guy that I went to high school with. Tried to get him on the podcast, but he just left me on red. I think I dropped the bag on him. He used to like me, but I think I got a little too annoying on him. I also don't want to be annoying. That's something I've been struggling with internally as well. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to, I don't know. I just don't want to be annoying. And so I feel like a way to not be annoying is to just kind of like shut myself out. Hey, Benny, come here. No. Stay out of the bedroom. Don't be annoying. Go. Out. Go. Benny. No. Go. Don't be annoying. Okay. So yeah, it took me 3 days to get that out of me, but I'm just feeling it really strong today. Just don't want to be annoying, and I also want to make a decent impact. And I don't know why, they just feel so self-centered sometimes. Like, I want to make an impact. Fuck you. Fuck your impact, It's just, it's too many people. It's just too many. What is going on? And so I've got it's just been weird. Lately. And I've been valuing life. I don't want people to think that I'm feeling suicidal or anything, because it's the complete opposite. It's normal to feel sad or upset about things. Not really upset, I'm more sad. But I think it's easy for me to kind of just live my life because I'm busy and I've got things going on. I got to come up with more jokes for this old lady. lucky for her, she's almost dead, so she doesn't have much time to worry about this kind of stuff, right? I feel like as you get older, though, you worry a little bit more. So I don't know. I kind of want to invite her on the podcast, depending on how I have no idea how this lady is. I think I was supposed to do a show with her, but I don't remember seeing her at the show. I'm going into overtime here, so I kind of have to go soon. What do I want to leave with? Yeah, I just wanted to say, yeah, it's easy for me to kind of like get busy and do things, and that makes me feel good when I'm busy and constantly go go go. But when it gets down to like when the day's over and I'm by myself and it's quiet, and nobody's talking, and it's time to sleep or something, and it's just me and my thoughts, that's where I feel the most conflicted. And that's just what's confusing me. That's just what I'm trying to untangle here in my life. Maybe I just think too much. Maybe I'm just thinking too much. Maybe I got to get up on this podcast a little bit more. I'm slacking. It took me 3 days to do this. So I was doing like 20 minutes a day. And, yeah, I don't know. But we'll see you for episode 290. I think 290 will also be another solo podcast that I will release. And we'll try to get it all in one shot and try not to fuck things up. All right, good night, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Have a good day. Bye.